Nicholas is the golf as Popcorn Sutton is the moonshining. Both are the undisputed best of all time. Nicholas, the Golden Bear, was the best because he didn't win 1, 2 tournaments. He dominated for years. He was consistent. He won the majors a whopping 18 times. Furthermore, he finished runner-up 19 times. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit, says Aristotle, not the dude that lives down your street who calls himself that, the real Greek philosopher. Well, anyways, his prophetic statement described Jack Nicklaus. Years back in a critical golf tournament, a sports psychologist used a stopwatch. He wanted to see how long it took Jack to pull his golf club out of the bag and hit the ball. Lo and behold, from the first green to the 18th hole, the time never varied more than 1 second. There's 18 holes in golf, if you're not familiar with golf. The greatest golfer of all time, Jack Nicklaus, like every other human being, is a creature of habit. That's you, that's me, that's everyone. Great free throw shooters make every single free throw look the same. The undisputed best powerlifter of all time, regardless of what the idiots in the Facebook poll said, made every single squat look the same. Knowing you're a creature of habit is a large responsibility, but one that can be synergistically used in your acquisition of excellence. On the flip side, if you're a person with a drinking problem, you emotionally overeat, you choke on all the big business deals, when the game's on the line, you're the person we don't want to have the ball, then you got to also realize you're a creature of habit as well. The difference is that is not a productive habit. The good news is, though, there is good news here, is you can change habits for the better, but they can also be changed for the worse. So this is very exciting for people like us, who I call possibility thinkers, because there are no limits for us. But if you believe the wind of circumstance determines your fate, this is downright going to be scary. Remember, you have the power to change. If you create non-useful habits, you can also create useful habits. Every single one of us has habits that can benefit from change. I'm going to show you some ways to eliminate bad habits here today. Start off by identifying triggers. Identify who, what, why, when, and where. Are you more likely to engage in negative talk about others or in general when you're around certain people? What emotions encourage your worst habits? Drinking to excess could be celebratory, or it could be like you're drowning your sorrows or whatever. Find what emotions cause your bad habits to tick. Who are you around when you experience these emotions? Is it a certain time of day, a certain person, the same loser reality TV show you're wasting your time watching? Figure out what triggers these emotions. Then you need to examine your daily routine from what you do to what you say. Furthermore, identify what situations cause the manifestation of bad habits. So what I want you to do then is you're going to write down your answers to these 4 questions, and then you're on the way because you've identified it, and when you identify it, you're aware, and your awareness, you can actually do something about it. Next, clean house. So you want to quit drinking, you're going to grab every damn bottle of liquor in your house, and you want to pour it down the drain. Throw away those margarita glasses, that country song that gets you dancing and pouring shots of whiskey. Get the hell rid of it. Get rid of it. Anything associated with drinking, and this goes far beyond limiting your access to alcohol, just getting rid of it, it's going to be downright cathartic. Subconsciously, this causes you to totally buy in. So if you want to lose weight, don't quit buying junk food. You obviously quit buying junk food, but you have to do more than that. You want to throw away everything you have. So even if you live out in the country, you know what you're going to do? You're going to take it outside, put gasoline on and burn it. This is very extreme, but it's also very, very powerful. But so are bad habits. So you want to eliminate and destroy enablers. Next, you can swap it. As a teenager, I trained at a gym that was next to Alcoholics Anonymous building. So there's always people outside smoking like chimneys. They're drinking coffee like it was going out of style, blah, blah, blah. So basically what the gist of it was the coffee, the cigarettes have replaced the sauce. So if you're drinking a 6-pack of Coke a day and you want to stop, try substituting that Coke for water with lemon in it. Replace watching TV with reading books that can actually help improve you as a human being. So you like to chew tobacco, dip, snuff, whatever kids call it these days. It's probably because you like the feeling of that moist tobacco in your mouth. Since it's an oral fixation, stay on point here. Try chewing gum instead. It's more effective. And you need to know, so you know why you embrace the habit. If you like the chips for the crunch, carrots are a better alternative than the plum or banana. Swap a bad habit for a healthy alternative that will spark improvement. And some of these aren't even healthy swaps. The others were terrible, so it's slightly better. Another way, if it's not a terrible habit, is you can ease in. Some people benefit best from easing away from a bad habit. This is a legitimate approach, again, assuming the bad habit is not seriously self-destructive. For instance, giving up coffee, you could switch from half decaf to half regular to eventually tea, and then ultimately just kick it all together. So what this is going to do for you, it's going to eliminate the brain fog, the headaches, all that stuff. So you're not ready to really fully embrace a diet, that's fine. Small things like eliminating soda can make a difference. Theoretically, this does make a lot of sense, and it's going to be the best way in theory. But most people are, a hell of a lot less modern than they actually think they are. In fact, one study showed a bunch of fat people overwhelmingly reported, underreported what they ate. So I don't know if it's lying, lying, wishful thinking, but really, who the hell cares? All we care about is results. So easing in is productive if the bad habit is not one that, has serious, risk to your health. The other way is jumping in. G. Gordon Liddy, the talk show host, is correct. But it's the only person who did not rat anybody out in the Watergate scandal. He even served time in prisons because he stuck to his values. As a child, though, he was scared of the rodent type of rats. To overcome his fear, Liddy caught a rat, boom, ate it. Fear gone. Some psychologists call this technique flooding. Jumping in is much like flooding, so to quit smoking, stop now. No weaning, just deal with withdrawals and be done with it. The beginning will be painful, but you'll adjust before you know it. This recently happened to David Stumberg, a client of mine. He did not like the way he looked in a picture, but he made an amazing transformation because of it. He jumped straight in, 100% drug-free, not even taking supplemental fat burners. David went from 12% body fat and weighing 198 to 5% weighing 202. This was over the course of 18 months using online training with me, and I had him do some interval training from the Jailhouse Strong Interval Training book. Buy it, it's on Amazon. So he's now reaping the results, with abundant business opportunities over in Sweden. He's recognized as a top trainer. Women are just throwing themselves at him, yada, yada, yada. Built-in bad habits are built in. Sometimes instead of taking apart the building brick by brick, call them the demolition crew, making the process swift and severe. Finally, let's look at the power of I am. Almighty God breathed his DNA into you, and you're the pinnacle of his creation. You are created in his own image. This means you have sonship. What this means is all things are possible. When you say I am, it needs to align with your highest self. Begin with your self-talk. Change the words that you use to define yourself. As you define your self-image, you get to choose the words you replace in your imagination. No longer say, I am incapable of bench pressing 400 pounds. Move to, I am capable. The words I am, which you consistently use to define who you are, they have you take on ownership. That's why I've never understood substance abuse programs that say, I'm an alcoholic. Why define yourself as an alcoholic? I think it would work a hell of a lot better to say, you know what? I have a drinking problem, but I'm able to defeat this problem because I have the resources I need to do so. Stop using the scornful labels to cast disparagements on yourself. Save the I am for the noble pursuits, the attainment of your highest self, not your worst habits. This will give you the freedom to lift yourself to never imagined before heights. I have a challenge for you, and I'm serious about this. Every day when you get up in the morning and take a piss, so I'm not going to add any time to your day, I want you to say to yourself, say this every day, okay? Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. If no one is around, say it out loud. Say it in your head if you get embarrassed and people are listening. If you're like me and give a flying flip what the sons of bitches think, just say it out loud. Do this for 30 days. See how you feel. And please let me know. Remember, human beings are creatures of habit, plain and simple. In the words of Socrates, know thyself. This is either what I just shared with you is going to serve as a catalyst to living your best life now, or it's going to be a doorway to being a derelict. Your choice.